Hello students. Last presentation we had discussed on introduction to gear, type of gear, advantage and disadvantages of gear drive, selection of gear material. Today we will discuss on gear manufacturing methods. Gear manufacturing method. First, casting. In casting, sand casting, die casting and investment casting. Sand cast gears have rough surface and not accurate dimensionally. They are used only for service where the gear moves slowly and where noise and inaccuracy of motion can be tolerated. Gear made by die casting are fairly accurate and have fair surface finish. They can be used to transmit light load at moderate speed. Gear made by investment casting may be accurate and have good surface characteristics. They can be made of strong material to permit their use in transmitting heavy loads. The material for gears made by die and investment casting process are limited to low temperature melting metal and alloy. Consequently, these gears do not have the varying quality of heat treatment steel gear. Second, stamping. Stamping, although reasonable accurate, can be used only in making thin gear from sheet metal. Large quantity of gear are produced in punch press. The thickness of such gear is limited to 1.5 mm. By shaving the gears after they are blank, excellent accuracy can be achieved. A wide variety of materials such as low and medium carbon steel, all brass alloy, aluminum alloy, high carbon and stainless steel can be stamped. Such gear are used in clock, watches and calculating machines. Third, rolling. Both hot and cold rolling process are used to make a gear. In hot rolling, gear blank is rolled against a master gear to produce desired teeth on periphery. Both are rolled together till the force between them make the metal to flow to obtain the shape and size of the teeth of the master gear. The teeth are finally finished by machining. The cold rolling process is similar to hot rolling but requires high pressure. Fourth, powder metallurgy. High quality gear, both as to dimensional accuracy and surface finish, can be made by the powder metallurgy process. Powder metallurgy process is employed only for the size for small size gears, ordinary less than 25 mm in diameter. However, large and excellent gears now are being made by forging. Powder metallurgy performs. Gear made in this way have much greater density and strength than those made by ordinary powder metallurgy method and require little or no finish. Fifth, extrusion. Quite accurate small size gear can be made by the extrusion process. Long length of rod having the cross section of the desired gear are extruded. The individual gear are then sliced from this rod. The only materials suitable for making gear by extrusion process are brass, bronze, and aluminum alloy. 6. Plastic molding. Plastic gears in large quantity are made by this process. The quantity of gear this made is good and they are suitable only for light loads. The most common thermoplastic material used for making gear is nylon. Nylon gear are highly wear resistant. Moreover, no lubrication is necessary. For making gear, the thermoplastic material are injection mold. Gear are produced by compression molds process in the case of thermosetting material. Accurate gear suitable for heavy load frequently are machined out of laminated plastic material. 7. Machining. This is most widely used method for manufacturing of gear. It is also the most accurate method of gear manufacturing. Gear blank of accurate size and shape is first prepared by cutting it from a metal stock. The gear blank can also be the metal casting. Gear is prepared by cutting one by one tooth in the gear blank of desired shape and size along its periphery. In this method, the metal is removed in the form of chips. Selection of gear manufacturing method. The type of gear manufacturing methods depends on types of gear, second size of gear, third quantity of required, fourth accuracy desired, fifth cost and availability of equipment.